Yo, 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 yo. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing pretty good. Why am I fucking sounding like a shitty rapper? Yo, I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah. By the way, I masked my fucking voice cracked by playing off that my voice cracked. And you should do that for the boys. If you ever have a voice crack, just keep doing voice cracks. So it makes it seem like your voice didn't crack. Like that. Oh, that shit was intentional. Like, oh, you think my voice cracks? Nah, I do that shit on the regular. It's my fucking. It's my personality trait. That's what I do. I do voice cracks. I wanted to start off by saying, again, I love that we're growing, which is fucking sick. This podcast, one day we're right now we're top two. We're charting with Rogan at the moment. Jamie, pull up my nudes. I don't think he's gonna pull them up, but we're still gonna keep asking. You feel me? We tried that last podcast. By the way, last podcast with my cousin, a lot of people liked it. I'm gonna bring my family members because there's nobody better than bringing people that know you for real and people that you share stories with. So if maybe one day, in the future, we know somebody that's I don't know, of high value or whatever, they would only come on the pod, not because that's what I want. Example, I wouldn't fucking bring Elon Musk on my pod, even though granted, that'd be fucking dope because it's Elon Musk. But I wouldn't bring him on just because it's Elon Musk. You feel me? Because I don't really give a shit I don't really care to talk to him about things just to I don't know, push an agenda or something. Who knows? Maybe in the future, there's something I'm interested in that I want to ask him, but I would be like, yo, Elon, do you jerk it? And if you do, how many times a day? Is it the Wolf of Wall Street type of jerking, rookie numbers? Or are we talking Matthew McConaughey, 4 to 6 times a day? Because that's what keeps you going, Actually, now that I think about it, he either does coke or jerks it a lot. Or both. Yeah, he probably does a shit ton of Escobar for sure. By the way, call me Lightyear because I'm buzzing right now. That'd be a sick bar. Call me Lightyear because I'm buzzing. Yeah. Speaking of buzzing, I don't know if any of you have watched the show or so there's this channel on YouTube called Jubilee, and it's kind of one of those. A lot of their clips kind of go viral on TikTok. They'll have 6 virgins and 1 non-virgin, and find the mole type of thing. So I'm actually gonna be on their show. When this comes out, I already went on the show. So I don't know when they're gonna be releasing it. Probably in 2-3 weeks. However, the theme of the show that I'm gonna be on is gonna be 6 drunk people. Excuse me, and 1 sober. And I'm gonna be one of the fucking drunk ones, which is sick. I'm literally gonna, I don't know. So on the next episode, I'm gonna link it down below so you guys can see it and let me know how I did. And I'll try to put maybe a couple of clips of whatever I think was the best. Actually, I'm not sure how fast they're gonna post it, but whenever they do post it, I'm gonna link it down below for sure, so you guys can see it and see me on that shit. Dude, that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, I'm curious on how that's gonna be. Also, I'm getting tatted next week, and I saw this thing on TikTok. I'm gonna keep referencing TikTok, but yeah. So I saw this thing on TikTok where celebrities, I guess they get put to sleep, and they get a shit ton of tattoos. Post Malone apparently got 4 tattoos from 4 different artists. And which is, dude, honestly, I like tattoos, but I fucking hate how annoying the pain is in some parts, some body parts. Some parts do not hurt at all. You can literally just pass out. But for example, my legs, even though there is more meat on my legs, on my thighs, for some reason that shit just fucking hurts, which is annoying. It's just fucking mad annoying. I can't wait for the day when I can like afford anesthesia or some shit and get put to sleep and just get like a fucking go to sleep, wake up, and I already have like a fucking full sleeve or some shit. Or like my whole cranium tatted. I don't want my head tatted, but you get the example. That would be sick. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Also, you know what's fucking annoying? When you play this game with girls, okay, I I can take any joke you say to me. You can call me ugly, you can call me gay, you can call me whatever, right? I'll take it. I'll leg it on and be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gay. I'm a fucking queer. I'll suck any dick." Even though I'm not, but that doesn't offend me, right? So, and you probably wonder, "Why are you bringing this up, Louis?" Audience, thank you for asking. Let me tell you why I brought this up. So, with my girl, it's funny because I usually will say like, "Oh yeah, so you want to suck off this dude, huh? You want to suck him off like just like a random attractive guy, right?" And then she'll be like, "Yeah." Or okay, actually this is exactly what happened. So I saw this thing where people or it kind of like one of those traps where a girl will say, I'm going to say a first name and then you say the last name, kind of like to bait them into saying like, for example, if I were to be like, name somebody. Okay, I don't know him being so stupid at wording this, but I'm going to reword it again. So let's just say I were to say Owen, and then you have to finish it, right? And then you'll say like Wilson, like Owen Wilson, right? So like if a girl were to, or like if my girl were to be like Olivia, and I'm like Rodrigo, right? However, I baited my girl into saying Johnny Sins, so I'm like, okay, name somebody. I'm like Johnny, and then she's like Cash, and I'm like Johnny, and then she said Test, and I'm like one more time Johnny, and then she like Sins, and then and then after that I was like, okay, now you do me, you do me, and then she said no, 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 because it's gonna ruin my evening, and I'm like fuck you, because I thought it was funny like the way I was baiting her, but it's just so funny how sometimes. And granted, this isn't. Some people will be like, "Oh well, if you can't joke with a girl, or if she can't take your jokes, then don't be with her." But the thing is, she knows she's being very vocal about what she can take and what she can't. And just because I can take something doesn't mean she has to as well, right? Which it kind of took me a while to understand. But I mean, like, whatever. We're all different. That just adds more into my head that not everybody's like me, right? But yeah, I thought, has that ever happened to you guys where you like, let's just say if you would be like, this guy's hot, you would look great with him, like for example, right? And I'm sure you probably wouldn't say that, but if I don't know, okay, if you were to tell your girl, oh yeah, you should totally marry Harry Styles, and she'd probably be like, oh yeah, I totally would. Now, that's probably when you say, now if you kind of get triggered at her saying like, "Oh yeah, I totally would," then it's like, then why'd you fucking bring it up? You know what I mean? Because I mean, she didn't. She only answered your question because you're the one that asked her. However, you can't expect her to respond the same way just because you asked something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but hopefully it did. I'm a little buzzed this episode, I guess, in honor of me being in the drunk episode for the channel. Um, But yeah, I apologize if you guys are annoyed of me being buzzed. Let's see. We have a lot of topics to talk about, by the way, this week. Okay, I guess this thing. I guess there. God. Okay, maybe having a buzz episode is not a good episode because I'm not talking fluently and I'm just not being articulate and I'm being totally fucking weird verbally. Um, so let me start again. Let me get my thoughts and words together. So I came across this thing where guys will be in relationships, right? but they're still fucking other girls. They're not, however, they're letting their partner know that they're smashing. Now, I know in theory that's cheating, and I guess technically it is cheating. However, is it cheating if your partner knows about it? Like if you tell her like, "Hey babe, I'm going to go on a business trip and I'm going to smash. So I just want to let you know that." Okay? Now, how do you guys feel about that? Like is that like fucking weird, or is that like kind of normal, or would you want that? Now, granted, if you say like, "Oh, dude, that's sick. I would absolutely fucking want that." You also have to think about this. She could do the same thing. This isn't a one-way street. This is a two-way street. You know what I mean? So, in order for this to work, you would have to be okay with her smashing, and in theory, you're like, "Okay, yeah, whatever, smash." But now, us guys, we're fucking very territorial, just like how girls are too. If you think about your girl getting railed by somebody else, I'm pretty sure I would piss you off, right? So I wouldn't see where that would be chill, because obviously it sounds chill as fuck when you're the one that's only smashing. It sounds fucking amazing, right? Like, oh yeah, I have a girl and I can smash whoever I want. Like, fuck yeah. But no, that's not. It's not fuck yeah, because you also have to let her smash unless you're a fucking dictator in the relationship, which you're in a shitty relationship if you're the fucking dictator, because at that point, your girl's gonna cheat on you behind your back, and when you find out, it's even worse. I'd rather have, if I were to be in that weird fucked up scenario, I would rather know than not know, because when you don't know and you find out, it feels way shittier. It just does. And I don't want to be like, "Oh, this guy's talking about getting cheated on for the fifth million time." Yes, I did get cheated on when I was in fucking middle school. It doesn't matter. I didn't really give a fuck. God. Let's see. I hate how I have a shit ton of notes, and some of them are so hard to go through. Okay. Would you guys be friends with the girl that's like attractive and be cool with it? Or would you be like, "Oh no, we're just friends. We're just friends." And if your girl gets pissed off at that, like, buddy, you us guys, we're not just fucking we don't we're not friends with girls that are like semi attractive just to be friends. Like that shit just doesn't make sense. No, that's not a thing. If you're friends, okay, it's different if she happens to be attractive as she gets older, or if she just becomes attractive randomly. But if you, or actually, okay, this rule only applies if, let's just say, if you guys are childhood friends and she's like hot, then that's chill. You can be friends with her. Because one, you guys are like siblings, right? Granted, you can say, well, step siblings can fuck. Yeah, but not real siblings. And when you have a bond for years, then you don't do that, right? Now, let's just say you have a new, I don't know, coworker, and she's not hot and she's not like cute, but she's like meh, like she's mid, like she has something about her that's like eh, and you just want to be friends with her. Then like, bro, okay. Also, if you have a girl and you want this kind of friendship with a new girl, then like, bro, why? Like that should just not make sense. Now, if you're a single Pringle and you're trying to be friends with this new girl, then fucking by all means go ahead. But at that point, you're just most likely gonna smash. Um, and it's just like, do you really just want to like fucking get another kill? Okay, me personally, like if I didn't have a girl, I would not. And I know this is gonna sound like fucking weird or whatever, but I just wouldn't. I wouldn't increase my body count just for the fuck of it. I feel like I'd rather go for quality over quantity. One, because I'll get roasted. And two, it's just a better flex. It's kind of like saying, like, "Oh yeah, I've had like fucking 8 cars and they're all fucking like 1985 fucking Hondas." Granted, you could be like classics. But that rule doesn't apply when you're smashing girls. Like, you don't want to fucking smash a classic. I'd rather be whipping a Bentley rather than a fucking 93 Honda Civic. Don't get me wrong, Civics are chill. They're fine. But I would probably have a lot more fun in a fucking Bentley. I don't know about y'all, but it's quality over quantity. Granted, this doesn't even apply to me because I got a girl that happens to be a fucking Bentley, so I guess I'm lucky. And this isn't a podcast where I'm just flexing my girl. But is it? It could be. I mean, I don't mind. And I don't give a fuck being a simp either. Because, like, you can be a simp for your girl. It's completely chill. You can be a fucking simp for your girl. Now, it gets tricky when you're a simp and you ignore your friends. And that's when you're not a simp anymore. You're a fucking cuck. So, you'd never want to be a cuck. Ever, 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 ever. You never want to be a cuck. Why? Because when you're a cuck, you never kick it with your friends. You'll rather, and it's fine to have like a good balance, but if you'd rather like just ditch your friends 1,000% of the time, like it's fine. Like you're gonna, especially if you're in a fresh relationship and you're hanging out with your girlfriend more, then that's completely understandable because you're in the honeymoon stage, and that's fine. Everybody goes through that. But let's just say you're like 8 months deep and you haven't talked to your friends. You're a piece of shit. I was going to straight up say you're a piece of shit. And you can go sit on a dildo. Straight up. Sit on it. And then after that, lick it and send the video to your parents. Because they're going to disown you. And so are your friends. But yeah, you're a piece of shit if you do that. If you don't kick it with your homies. But it's completely fine to be a simp. Now, it's not okay to be a simp over a random girl that doesn't fucking know who you are and doesn't give a shit about you. At that point, it's not cool to be a simp. And all these rules I completely made up. And I feel like they're kind of like common sense rules, right? Like anybody would agree with this. Especially a guy with a brain would agree with this. So please keep this in mind. Don't be a bitch. But it's okay to be a bitch with certain things. Let's see. Also, okay. This is one tricky thing. Let me know if this has happened to you guys or if you have this type of scenarios. Also, I would appreciate if you guys have questions and comment them down below or anything like that because I would want to talk about them. Speaking of this, actually somebody commented this question on TikTok. So I want to address this. So it was regarding this was a reference to me saying you should friend zone a girl. And then the guy replied by saying, everybody knows that being a friend first is the worst way to get a girlfriend. Guys that try... I'm sorry, fuck, this completely got fucked up. He said, guys that try this get called creeps, pick me, or even nice guy. But bro, you got it all wrong. No. What I'm saying is, like, let her know that you're friend zoning her. Let her know that you have options. You can be completely vague about it, or you don't even have to admit to her that you don't have options. But if she knows that you have options and it's like, yo, I'm friend zoning you and I'm not giving you that much attention, she's gonna want you more because I'm not sure if it's like a theory on or if it's a law. When somebody doesn't want you, you want them more. However, this only works if she kind of already has feelings for you because if she doesn't give a fuck about you and you're making her like if you're friend zoning her, but you want her secretly and she doesn't want you at all, then that just backfires. However, if you guys are like have like that weird chemistry or like that, that there's tension, then that's when you do it. I'm sorry if I wasn't specific enough, but yeah, this only applies to that. However, if you don't give a shit and you're just straight up friend zoning her, naturally she's probably gonna find you attractive, most likely, unless she already likes somebody else. Then there are so many variables to this, but for the most part, that's what I referring to. So I hope this kind of like helped you out a little bit, homie. If not, I'm sorry. I'm a piece of shit, and I'll take the fall for it. I'll I actually want to do like some type of dating show, not on this channel, but I have my like main channel, whatever. Um, and homie, if you're interested, I would totally love to set you up on a blind date. And this blind date, it can be like universal. The way I made it work is you can be anywhere. You can be from any state, maybe any country, but yeah, any state, and this works. Um, but yeah, I know I may seem like I'm a very confident guy, and for the most part I am, but obviously every human has insecurities, right? And I of course I do. Um, but there's one thing I don't like being put is I don't like being put in uncomfortable situations that I can't control. So for example, my brother, when he gets drunk or buzz or whatever, he gets this confidence that he loves to fucking freestyle, right? And he's not the best, and he's not bad either. He's just mid. And I'm sorry, bro, if you're watching this. I mean, sometimes don't get me wrong, you can be he can be really good, but for the most part, he'll just be repeating fucking bars, right? And if the vibe is right, him and the boys will be like, we'll be chilling, and then they'll want me to fucking freestyle, and I feel like a deer in front of headlights. I feel like a piece of shit. Why? Because I know I suck dick. Like, and you can clip this out and get it out of context, whatever. No, but like I suck donkey balls. Like I'm ass. I just don't wanna. I know I'm shitty at freestyling, and me looking like a fucking fool and being cringy and like being out of my element is just something I don't like. However, I do like being out of my comfort zone and things I can control, things I give a shit about being good at. But I know I'm not gonna be fucking. I know I'm not gonna be a good freestyler. So, but then again, that could parallel into, or not parallel, but that could be also counterproductive to my mindset of, well, if you're good at something, then, or if you're not good at something, then you can be good at it. But I just don't give a shit about freestyling. However, who knows? Maybe. Okay, you know what? I'll put myself out of like my comfort zone, and I'll go ahead and freestyle. Not right now because that'd be cringy as fuck because I don't have a beat or anything like that. But next time I kick it with the boys, and I'll let you guys know if I end up doing it. I'll put it in my notes. Dead ass, I will. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, and earlier I kind of got derailed, but okay. Scenario, and you boys, let me know how you feel about this shit. And I'm sorry if I keep saying you boys, but girls too. Because I'm sure these topics are they're kind of like an open forum topic, and anybody that has been in a relationship or is in one as well can relate to this. But so let's just say you and your partner take a break, right? What's shittier, them hooking up with a rando or them hooking up with somebody they like, and then you guys end up getting back? Like, I'm curious to know. I personally think it's more chill if they just hook up with a rando because it's just for one night, for the heat of the moment. And then they most likely will not stay in touch, right? However, if they hook up with somebody they like and they get back with you, it's kind of like, bro, you already got a taste of somebody, like you being attached to them. And that feeling is probably shitty because you're probably going to keep thinking about it. And obviously, you're better than that person or whatever, right? But it's still in the back of your mind. And sometimes I am a guy that I always wish, and it's so stupid, but I always wish things that don't exist. I always hope that they would exist one day. Like, for example, the Men in Black little fucking light thing. I always wish that thing existed because I would love to erase some memories. I would fucking love it. Or the Doctor Strange fucking spell. I would fucking love that fucking spell. But then again, I don't remember what that movie was about. It was like about Spider-Man, but and then it was just about Spider-Man, right? And then like Spider-Man, but I forgot what the fuck his name was. Like when he's not Spider-Man, like there was another dude. Like what the fuck is his name? That was a shitty joke. That was like me pretending like my memory was erased. Like I don't know who Peter Parker was. Shitty delivery, but I'm aware of it, okay? Fuck you guys. Fucking comment down below that. That was a shitty, cringy joke. Or cringy, fucking awful timing. Please. But yeah, you let me know on that, though. Like, how do you feel about that? Would you prefer your girl now, if you get back with her, to hook up with a random? Or would you prefer her hooking up with somebody they like? Obviously, you don't know about it, but once you do find out, or would you rather just not even find out if they hooked up with somebody? And if they did, just like don't tell me like anything about it. Just let me know if you did, and if you didn't, then that's chill. Because, yeah, I don't know. If that happens to you, just maybe ask her if she did, and then just leave it at that. Don't ask her anymore because the more you know, the more. I feel like there's a saying about the more you know, or knowledge is power, but it's also knowledge is also a flaw. It can be a flaw when you know too much. And I'm sorry if you can fucking hear my dogs barking in the background. These motherfuckers sometimes. Right now we have guests at home, but you probably don't give a shit about that. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god. Okay, I think it was like a few podcasts ago. I talked about trying a rhino and that thing lasting for like 7 days, and some people were like, "Cab, like that shit only lasts like 2 days." Like, bro, that shit lasts 7 days. Even on the packaging, it says fucking 7 days. So maybe you just grab the fucking bunk ass one, right? Anywho, I wouldn't recommend rhinos. I mean, shit, I feel like you should try everything maybe once in your lifetime. But rhinos, just know there is a fucking backlash after you try them. Anywho, sometimes when I'm smashing, I want to keep smashing, but obviously, sometimes I'm a fucking one in a chamber type of fella, and after that, it takes me a minute to reload to get my fucking recovery up. However, and this shit ain't sponsored, but I would love to be sponsored, Blue Chew. But not gonna lie, I got some fucking Blue Chews, and I'm gonna try the fuck out of them. And I'm also gonna keep my boys in check. If that ever happens to them, if there's any emergency, I'm gonna be their fucking guy. I do not want anybody to be a fucking one in a chamber guy if they're trying to go fucking the distance with somebody. So I'm gonna be a true soldier, and I got you boys. I got I got several fucking chews, so I guess Loki I'm kind of the plug. I'm Loki the plug. Might change my handle to Louie the plug for that. No, because that sounds so cringe. Louie the plug. It's like a plug of what? Sounds kind of fucking cringe. But yeah. Um. Also, are most people like pretty open? Actually, no. A lot of people are pretty open with their families about their relationships, right? However, I was never the one to be open with breakups. One, because the thing is, sometimes families, they mean well, especially parents. They mean well, and especially my parents, or at least my mom. She's the type of woman that she'll give you advice even though you don't fucking need it, and she means well. I love her advice, even though I most of the time I don't need it and I don't ask for it. That's the thing. If I don't ask for advice, then don't fucking give it to me. Unless you, I guess it's hard to tell because sometimes Some people don't need things, but once they receive them, they kind of realize like, oh, I guess I need that. But anywho, my mom, she's the type of girl that if, for example, previously, if I were to break up with somebody, or if I were to get dumped or whatnot, she would like give me advice and say, you know what, that's not the only. And like, mom, I'm not sad about it. Like, what? Why are you telling me this? Like, it was just a breakup. Like, it wasn't gonna be my wife. But like, my mom will go off, and then she always tells the same fucking story. She'll be like, your dad and I, we broke up, but we got back together. Because why? Because I knew he was the one. And it's like, mom, what the fuck, dude? Most likely, I feel like my mom has like a very low body count. And I can say this because we're very fucking we're close, you know. I'm pretty lucky to be very close with my family. Like I said, and I've said this shit before. If I'm this fucked up with both parents, I cannot imagine how fucked up I would be with one or no parents. So yeah, I feel bad for the people that don't have that. But anyway, so yeah, she loves to go off on fucking give me her little stories. And the thing is, my mom's the type of girl that she'll tell a story multiple times, and for some reason, somehow, every single time, it's fucking different. Same story, always different. Like sometimes some fucking characters that don't exist will get added to the goddamn story. So when it comes to stories, she's not that reliable. I'm sorry, mom. I love you, but you're just not that reliable. Because you be creating characters left and fucking scenarios that didn't even exist in the previous story, but now they. It's like my mom. She's one of those. She's like a movie producer that's like, you know what, Spider-Man in this movie, let's make him black. You know what? Let's make Spider-Man Asian. Actually, no, Asian's not. Let's make him a Martian. Let's make him Spider-Man a Martian and fucking Jupiter. Right? That doesn't make sense. And not that that's wrong, but it's just like that's not the original. Like at least follow one blueprint. Like if you're gonna make Spider-Man Asian, let's fucking put him in Asia, or let's keep him in New York, or whatever. Just keep it consistent. Don't just be throwing random shit. Spider-Man, he's not Spider-Man now. He's half bear. Like that's my fucking mom. She'll throw in random fucking things, and then she'll say like, "Oh, you just don't have a good memory. I've known you all your life. You don't have a good memory." And I'm like, bro, I have the best fucking memory. Granted, I don't remember a lot of things from when I was 1 to 4, but from 5 to like 24, I remember pretty much everything, like 80% of it. And maybe it's trauma why I remember things, but I remember a lot of things. Oh, yeah. Fucking, I love that girl, though. She's the best. It's gonna be sad one day when she fucking goes off to the other universe. And that's the thing. You always miss people when they're gone. Girlfriend or family members or whatever. It's just emotions. I learned to be an emotional guy. I wasn't always emotional. I used to be a dick. Like a huge dickhead. I was a fucking asshole. And then I honestly don't know what humbled me or what made me emotional or made me more in tune with my emotion. It could have been the drugs. Not gonna like, could have been the drugs. But it probably could have also been maturing, I guess. Whatever it was, I'm glad it happened. I'm also broke. I come to realize right now, I'm very broke. I'm not poor, because broke and poor are two different things. Poor, it's like people that don't eat sometimes, and not because they don't want to, but they can't actually eat things. And broke is just like you have money, but you shouldn't spend it on things because you can't afford to. So right now, yeah, I've acquired some debt. I said that kind of weird. I've acquired some debt because of the business I tried to open, and it kind of like flopped. Just because circumstances were weird, but it doesn't. I'm not blaming anything. It's just like whatever learning experience. Not a big deal. We're still working. It's not the end of me. but somehow things are just they're kind of aligning. But yeah, I've come to realize like I'm happy. I'm happy being broke still. I don't think money should change how I like. If I'm happy right now being broke, I cannot imagine how happy I'm going to be when I'm not broke. Like the world is going to be so crazy when I'm not broke, and I can't wait for that. But I'm also not in a rush. Like everything is going to fall into place. Um I've also learned to stop uh, working so hard with things that don't matter. Like for example, my 9 to 5 job. Like I'm not working. I'm not even trying. I'm not busting my ass with them because I know that they're not. And I know you could be like, well, you should always be busting your ass. Like, yeah. The thing is, I'm lazy. I'm smart lazy. Like I figured out shortcuts. Kind of like with high school. High school is not hard. If you fail high school, I'm sorry, but you're kind of a dummy. You're, and I know this is like a controversial topic, but you're kind of a dummy because high school is not hard at all. You can literally do the bare minimum and still fucking graduate or pass or whatever. You don't even have to do any work at all. You either do like some work. Like there's so many shortcuts to everything. Like everything in the world has shortcuts. I don't know why people say some things don't have shortcuts. Everything has a shortcut. And a shortcut doesn't mean it's like a free pass, like instant overnight, but it just means like you don't have to put that much effort into some things if you know you're doing it correctly or if you've already discovered the formula to something. That's what it means. That's what I mean by shortcut. I don't mean like you're gonna be a millionaire or a billionaire like in 2 days if you know like you know how to do something. No, 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 no. It's just when you understand something, you don't have to follow a certain rule. You can think outside of the box and discover another method. If you have, it's kind of like 2 plus 2 equals 4, right? But if you don't have to do 2 plus 2 equals 4. If you want to get 4, you don't have to do 2 plus 2 equals 4. You could do 1 plus 3 equals 4. Same result, different method, right? Same thing. Or you could do fucking 5 minus 1 equals 4. Same answer, different method. I'm wording this incorrectly, but you guys know what I'm trying to get at, right? But yeah, so that's essentially like the whole world is. It's crazy, man. I want to get into NFTs. I mean, I understand NFTs, but going back to the broke thing, I really, 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 really want to. I really want an NFT. Um, Funny enough, I've actually um I met this dude on Instagram that knows a lot about NFTs, and it's crazy enough. He actually hopped on Bored Apes before they were even 1 ETH. And for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, quick little synopsis. NFTs are essentially art, right? Non-fungible tokens. And if you don't know the brand Bored Apes are the equivalent of like a Lamborghini, right? Lamborghinis are expensive. Bored Apes are very expensive as well right now. So 1 ETH, right now when I'm filming this is the equivalent of like three grand, right? One Bored Ape right now is like 300 grand. Which let me divide that by three. Let's see. 300K reverse fucking divided by 3. I'm sorry, I'm doing math right now. So like 100 ETH is like 300K, right? So this dude hopped on Bored Apes before they were even $3,000. So he's probably like chilling with money, which is awesome. I love it when people are smart and do things because I want to be surrounded by that kind of energy. Like people that are smart. It doesn't have to be intelligent like geniuses. Just like smart. Or at least have some type of common sense or like critical thinking. I love that. I respect people like that. Um, but yeah. Let's see. There was this other thing. But yeah, I hit up this dude. I saw his TikTok, and he had like a lot, like a good amount of following, but not like verified type of shit. And I saw that his following count on Instagram was pretty low, and that's not a bad thing, but it was pretty low. So I thought like, oh okay, one, he's a guy, so he's for sure gonna go through his DMs. So I'm like, yo, dude, I fuck with your content. Let's talk about NFTs. And the homie fucking replies like, yeah, let's do that. Let's let's talk this weekend. He replied. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And then I realized like I love the internet and I love social media. You can literally talk to anybody at any time. It's fucking crazy. I can talk to somebody from Japan right now. And if their following is not that huge, like if we're like maybe on the same playing field, like 1,000 roughly followers, he'll reply, complete stranger. That's what I fuck with social media. It's awesome. You can literally talk to anybody. Um, but yeah, I love social media. I love the world. Mm-mm. Da-da. Let's see. Um. Okay. So far, um, my goals. I've been very consistent with working out. Have you guys been pretty consistent with working out, or are you guys like okay? Like, are you guys like meh? Because if you're not, then and I'm not trying to be a motivational dude or anything like that by all means, but just fucking do something. You know what I mean? Get your mind going, cause I mean life is not that short, but you don't want to be bored or whatever, or you don't want to like waste that shit. You don't want to waste your time because if you haven't watched the movie, I think In Time with Justin Timberlake, dude, that movie's fucking awesome. It's pretty much like your currency is time, so you get paid in time. So and what's sick about this is when you don't have time, obviously like in real life, you die. But the cool thing about this is you can literally have like like the rich people are the ones that have a shit ton of time. But it kind of doesn't make sense cuz like the your body biologically doesn't age. It stops aging at a certain like everybody looks like they're in their 20s. I need to rewatch it, but I remember I think Justin Timberlake's character like his mom, she looked like she was 30 and the dude was like fucking 20 something. And if we like do math in our world, she must have been like 10 when she had him, right? But she was actually old. However, she had a time. And spoiler alert, but she ends up dying because Justin Timberlake, he ends up getting like time from like a rich ass dude, like a shit ton of time. And he's like, fuck, we're broke. We don't have a lot of time on our thing. Like when you work for time. Like you get paid in time. Like at your paycheck, like let's just say every week or every 2 weeks, instead of getting a deposit on your bank account, you get a deposit onto your like your time, and your time is measured on like on your arm. Like let's just say if right now I'm a poor guy, I have 24 hours left of time. Once those 24 hours go by, I die. So you keep working to get more time on your body, if you will. But yeah, that's a trippy ass movie. I think you guys should watch it. That's gonna be my recommendation of the week. Of every pod, I'm gonna recommend a movie, and if you guys fuck with me, watch that movie, and then on the next pod, or yeah, on the next pod, comment down below what you thought about that movie. Let's do that. And every fucking, cause I love movies, I fucking love movies. I'm gonna make them. So that's a classic. It's a solid movie. So watch. You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. I think it's called In Time with Justin Timberlake. Let's see. In Time. Yeah, In Time. in time. This movie came out 2011, and I'm sure it still holds up. I'm sure it does. But anyway, I wanted to kind of like talk to some other people as well on the podcast. Even though I don't have a guest right now, but I'm gonna call a number. I'm gonna try it a little bit. Like I'll dial like a couple numbers. Um, and if they don't answer, then fuck it, whatever. But I'm gonna dial a completely random number. Hopefully they answer. We'll talk to them. Um, but shit. Let's see. Shit, that wasn't supposed to happen. Please answer. Because I like that premise. The fact that we're calling somebody and we can have a chat with a complete stranger. God, I gotta stop doing that. Banana. Come on, y'all. Like, what's poppin'? Brandon Wood just hopped in. I got options. There has to be a way I can call a random number. There has to be like some website where I can just. Let's see. I'm sure there's a fucking website. Random phone call generator. By the way, you do *67. Why are you asking? So, I mean, not that you're doing anything like wrong, because I'm not pranking them or anything. I just want to talk to them, but um, it's just so they don't call you back or whatever. Please, you guys. By the way, I'm still trying because I want you guys to get somebody. I'll cut off like a lot of the attempts, just so this is not boring to you guys. If any of you guys want to get like a random phone call, just comment your phone number or something, and I'll give you a call, and I hope you answer, and we can like chat or something. Because I really like talking to people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like right in front of me. We don't have to be face to face, but there's something about something comfortable um about a face or like just a phone call. Some people are pretty comfortable with that. Oh, what the hell? Hey, how you doing? Hey, I know this is kind of random. I don't know you. Fuck. Somebody actually answered. They fucking clicked. What the shit, bro? They're like, hello. What the fuck, dude? That's so funny. God. We had one job, y'all. We had one fucking job. So you guys are probably watching and it probably felt like, oh wow, he just found a number. No. I've been going on this for like a long ass time. And it took me so long to get a number that actually picks up. Like I've been going on this for maybe like 6 minutes or 10 minutes now. Please just pick up, y'all. I'm just trying to have a convo here. But yeah, please, guys, just put your number down below or like DM me somehow on my IG so I can give you a call and we can like chit chat and it'll be random for you. Even though like you know me, but I don't know you, so I'm gonna ask you questions like that I'm curious about. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, this is Louie. What's up? This is I know this is random as hell. But I'm filming a podcast and I'm literally dialing like random numbers and you're the first person I've ever like that's actually picked up. Can I ask you a question? Dude, you're the fucking best. What's your name? Bob? Are you giving me an arbitrary name or are you just like that's actually your name? Oh, dude, Bob, you're the fucking goat, bro. What are you doing? Oh, I wasn't asking like what do you do. I was just like what are you doing right now? Oh, fuck yeah. Um, well, dude, I appreciate your answering. Like, legit, you have no idea how many fucking people I've tried calling. And, like, I'm not prank calling people. Like, I'm just, like, trying to talk. Are you free to talk right now, or are you kind of busy?
I'm so sorry, bro. I'm busy right now. I just got home.
Fuck. All right, G. Well, can I ask you just one like something quickly? Like,
Yeah.
okay, is it cheating if your girl is smashing somebody else, but like she tells you about it? Like, how would you feel about that?
Yeah, it's definitely cheating, bro.
Okay, it's cheating, but like, how would you feel about that if she's like letting you know, like, hey, look, I'm gonna smash this person, but I'm just doing it just because I'm doing it, but you can do it too.
And I don't know. I wouldn't do that to myself.
You wouldn't do it? Okay. Well, yeah, that's kind of what we talked about earlier with the boys. So I
That's
would
sweet, bro.
just wanted to know like what like somebody else would feel like about that
All
shit.
right. All right, for sure. Thank you, bro. Have a good
Appreciate you,
day.
Bob. Take care, man.
You too, bye.
Bye. Bro, Bob is a fucking goat. That's the first fucking cuz like think about it. We did talk about that, right? So now damn, that was the first fucking person we ever talked. Jesus. Christ. God, I am so happy. You have no idea how rewarding that was. The first fucking number ever. God. Okay, okay. That was also kind of a shitty question. Not gonna lie. L for my part. Okay, let's talk to one more person. That felt good. That felt good. That felt very good, actually. Like there's something, and I think me saying like, "Hey, what are you doing?" A homie said he was playing basketball, right? Fuck. God, can we get a W, please, for like somebody picking up? Cause I'm happy about that. If I got a random ass call, I would answer. If I can, I would answer. Unless obviously like I don't notice it, but then I wouldn't. But if I notice, I'm gonna call. I always fucking answer. At this point, I should probably leave voicemails like, "Hey, you were gonna be on a podcast, so you kind of fucked up." I should probably do that. Yo, you were gonna be in a podcast, but you fucked up by not answering. So every day when I learn what life's about, on my way. Money taught me Spanish. Make it on. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh, this is Louie. What are you doing?
Who is this?
This is Louie. Okay, so you don't know me. I'm filming a podcast, and we call random people, and we just like have a conversation. Are you busy right now?
Actually, yes.
How busy are you from 1 to 10? Like, can you talk for like 2 minutes or no?
Sure, what about?
Okay, well, okay. So we were talking about the podcast earlier. So like right now we're filming a podcast as we speak, right?
Okay.
Or we're keeping it like completely anonymous, and you're like the second person that picked up. So now I have a question for you. Um,
Yes.
so let's just say if your man's he wants to like date somebody, or like he's dating you, right? Like you guys are like in a relationship, but
Okay.
he's letting you know like, hey, like I'm gonna go out of town and I'm gonna smash somebody, but I'm letting you know like I'm gonna do that, but you can do it as well. Like, are you okay with that, or are you comfortable with
Uh,
that?
no.
But but are you saying that because you just like a possessive person, or just because like that's kind of like wrong? And there's no right or wrong answer, just like your opinion on this.
No, that's just kind of weird, I guess. I don't know.
You wouldn't share like you don't want you're not a person that likes to share.
I guess not. No.
Okay, I know, that's completely understandable because like me personally, I fucking would not be okay with that. Cause like I mean, in theory, it sounds good. Like me smashing somebody else sounds fine, but when you notice like your partner's doing that shit too, it kind of
I
it
guess my question is, why are you with that person if you want to go be with someone else?
well, it's not me personally, but there is like some people that do that, right? Cause like I guess that's a thing right now. I don't know if you're like up with social media and shit like that, but there are some people that like they'll have a wife or whatever, but they still fuck like other people.
Yeah. Okay, I would love to keep chatting, but I actually have to go because I was a little bit busy, but good luck on your podcast.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Take
Okay.
care.
Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Fuck. Damn, dude, we got two people. Fuck the haters. You never give up. Damn, she said, I'd love to keep chatting. Bitch ass girl. I should probably ask their names. Jesus. Let's try another number. Let's dude, I love this like random number generator. Cause like it kind of like W There'll be a website. Let's try another number. I don't want to ask that same question though, because I feel like that question's kind of getting old.
Hello.
Hey, what are you doing?
Who is this?
Oh, this is Louie. You don't know me, but so we kind of have a show right now, and we like call random numbers, and you're literally the third person that picked up. Can I ask you a question? Do you have time?
Sure.
And this is like completely anonymous, so
Oh, it's anonymous. Okay.
yeah. So, how do you feel about doing threesomes with your partner, obviously, but
Never
he's
in my fucking life.
wait, but can I finish the question though?
No, that wasn't. I'm not even gonna answer the rest of that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're not a threesome type of person?
No.
Okay. What about if he allows you to like hook up with somebody else?
No. If that's my boyfriend, why do I want to hook up with somebody else?
Okay, well, this is kind of like what the boys want to know. So this is not me personally. This is just like I'm asking for the people.
I figured. Okay.
Yeah. Can I ask one more question if that's okay?
Yeah.
I guess this is kind of like a common question that everybody wants to fucking know, but does size matter?
Oh, that's a good question. Angela, what do you think? Does size matter? No, I think it's all in like the chemistry and how they work it. Yeah, it's all emotion and emotion.
Okay,
Unless-
everybody
unless
says
it's-
that. Everybody
unless
says that.
5 or smaller, then it matters because.
Wait. Did you say your boyfriend?
What?
Wait, you said your boyfriend?
No, I said if they're 5 and under, then that kind of matters.
Huh. But the thing is, like, you know what? I was actually talking to my cousin about this, but like,
Your cousin, okay.
no, yeah, because we were we were on the podcast and shit like that. Not that I'm hooking up with my cousin or anything like that, right? But he was saying like a lot of dudes are insecure about like vibrators, right? And like vibrators are not the enemies; they're the homies. So like, let's just say
Right.
you're rocking a 4-incher or a 3-incher, whatever, but you got a vibe on. Like, as long as you get the job done for your girl, then you're chilling, right?
Yeah.
Right?
But if you're 3-inch, but there's other ways to breathe rather than penetration. Right.
Exactly.
Our G spot is up there.
Exactly. Yes.
So then. Oh, you actually gotta quit. You gotta point out.
Exactly. Like I think a high percentage of girls don't get it. Like a high percentage of girls don't get don't get aroused by penetration, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So at that point, like you can be rocking a 12er, and it's like you're still not gonna make her come if you're like lasting like 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And if they don't know how to work it. Yeah.
Wait, but what do you mean exactly by like knowing how to work it?
So there's people that are like inexperienced, and then there's people that just like in and out and thinking that's doing something.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like me personally with my girl, like not gonna lie, sometimes I'm kind of selfish and I like finish in like 3 minutes, but doesn't mean like I don't want to go again. Cause like
Yeah, there's always like the round 2.
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Podcast. I know. What is it called?
fuck, you guys actually want to know?
Yeah. Is it only for the boys? We want to know.
No, it's not only for the boys. It's like for anybody. Like we literally just started like fucking a month ago. We have been like calling like random numbers, and we like this is a brand new segment that we just implemented on the podcast. It's called The Lonely Therapy. It's on TikTok. We kind of get like a decent amount of views. Not like a lot, but you know, we're barely starting, and I think the boys are fucking with it.
So how'd you find my number though? Like where did that come from? Like,
Well, okay, so okay, I guess I'm giving out my secrets cuz like we're filming as we speak. So there's this like app that's like a random number generator in your area, like locally in California.
Mhm.
So we just
Wait,
like I'm sorry, what was that?
where do you live?
Like you want me to give cities or like counties? Cuz like I don't know,
City.
we could be
City.
we could be close. I don't know, for the sake of I don't know, I kind of feel weird like I'm a pussy.
First of all, what the fuck are you gonna call me random as fuck? How do you feel about threesome? And you over here telling me, oh,
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm keeping it anonymous. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm giving out your handle. You know what I mean?
I don't really care if you did.
But I'm in Orange County. Like, I would say I carry Orange County on my back.
My TikTok name is legally a baddie. Period. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out
Okay,
there.
so that picked up on the mic. So if you boys heard, then you can fucking follow this girl, whatever. But you were a good sport. I appreciate you actually picking up.
What did you say?
Oh no, I was just like telling the boys like if you guys heard this, like follow her. But
Yeah.
wait, you said your handle was like legally. So are you actually legally though, or
I'm legal. Yeah. She's certified. I'm certified.
what if you were illegal though? Is that still like okay or no?
If I was illegal, then you would be illegally a baddie. I would be illegally a baddie. But
That
I
makes
am
sense. It sounds
legally a
like, dude, I feel like I call the perfect person because like there's like two people I hear.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know, huh?
Yeah, I'm like hearing two voices. I'm like, what the fuck is this going on?
It's so funny. My friend, I was just at her house, and she had a dildo just strapped up on her shower, and I was like, "Girl, what is that doing there?"
What
She's
the
like,
fuck?
I just.
Wait, you know what? I think we should definitely normalize like girls like using that shit, like dildos and shit like that. I feel like some guys are insecure about that, like their girls using that.
Yeah, no, definitely normalize it.
Yeah, no, cause like I mean, not gonna
And,
lie,
like,
before I was like insecure about my girl like wanting a vibe, but I'm like, bro, like, who gives a shit? I mean, I don't jerk it personally, cause like, I don't know, I'm kind of like on some like semen retention type of shit, but I'm still smashing. But
Period. Well, you know what? If you have any more questions, you can call again.
really, actually,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, wow, this is sick. Okay, I'll for sure keep this on like a folder or some shit.
Okay.
I appreciate you, ladies.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good night. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Yo, that probably was the best fucking caller. We'll for sure end it at that. God damn. Dude, that was sick. If you guys got that handle, I don't remember what it was. It was something baddie. Um, follow them or whatever. Um, but yeah, let me know if you guys fuck with this, like me calling people and like talking to random people, because I don't know. There's something interesting about this shit. Like I'll rant, I'll say my shit, whatever, and then I'll talk to random people, interact with them. This is kind of like the equivalent of you know, like those people that go like in the streets and like they interview randos. This is the equivalent of that, except I'm a lazy fuck and I'm in my house and I'm just on the phone. Hopefully the audio wasn't shitty. Um, but also I would love to like talk to you guys and like ask you guys questions. So if you want to like DM me, find me on Instagram at louieguerr. My shit's down below. Give me your number. I'll give you a call. Obviously for the sake of me, like I'll do like a block number, but I'll give you a call, and hopefully you pick up and we can like chat and like talk about topics that I have in my mind. But yeah, I think that's it. Today's episode was different. I fuck with it. Let me know if you fuck with it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next week.